Okay, day 40. 40 days in the desert. Okay, so this top part of the tree, um, we've associated with Mercury, who's like the number one card in the tarot trumps, the Magus, magician. Now, also, there's another way of connecting, getting this connection, right? You've got Odin, the one-eyed god, who's the father of the gods, right? But he's not the beginning. He's not like the real, true god at all, by a long shot. You know, he's got a whole line of what do you call it? Ancestors that come before him. You know, but he takes this top position amongst the gods as like the father of the gods, so to speak. But he's also a trickster god like Mercury. He also is associated with the written word like Mercury, right? He's a trickster god, you know. The other thing about Mercury, the messenger of the gods, he's also that like got that supreme place, but he masquerades as the messenger of the gods, right? When he was born, the first thing he did was he stole a whole load of sacred cattle, like Apollo's sacred cattle, and sacrificed them. He's a thief and a trickster. Predominantly, that's the first thing he is. That's what you have to remember. Mercury, predominantly, he's a thief and a trickster, right? And the bringer of the written word, which to me is the equivalent of Pandora's box. He's the one that opens up Pandora's box. He's a real fucking piece of work. Right. What I've decided, right, this is how we deal with this sort of shit. I This is how I live. I see it. I don't need a messenger of the gods. I'm going up and dealing and taking over this place anyway. Not only do I not need a messenger of the gods, I don't fucking need the gods. You know, they're all to me like a load of toy soldiers that have like been taken out of Pandora's box and they've got a life of their own. They've all come to life and done all this fucking weird shit and put the world into hell, created havoc and chaos and fucking misery everywhere. Right? Now they need to be collected up like a load of toy soldiers and put back in the box. The box needs to be locked up and the key needs to be destroyed. That's what needs to be done. I don't need gods. I don't need messengers of the gods. I don't want to know about any of them. They're all corrupt. They're all pieces of... I don't even want to say shit. They're all miserable sinners as far as I'm concerned. They're just parasites and miserable sinners that all need to be destroyed or at least put somewhere where they can't do any harm. You know? This is the last day. This is Mercury on his real like struggle to try and like hang on as desperately as he can. This is like the bit, the last part of Christ's time in the desert where Satan tries to tempt him. Um, so that's what's going to be happening today. I can already feel it. You know, it's a last ditch effort for this parasite to try and hang on to its power, and it's got to be stamped on rigorously. You don't need gods, you don't need messengers of the gods. They're all corrupt. They're all trying to be middlemen to claim power and control over us. And they've got to be totally rejected outright, completely out of hand. Absolutely reject them all. You don't need any gods, none of them. Not even the big main one. I don't even have any of them. And then there's no god outside of you, outside of the humans. And you personally. There are no divine beings outside of yourself, your body. None at all. And if they show up, I would seriously doubt that they actually are. In fact, if they are divine beings, you won't be able to stop them. If you can stop them, it just shows that they're not divine beings. They've got no purpose in your life, no valid reason to be there. So as far as I'm concerned, all the gods have got no valid reason. They're all going to go back in the box, and the key is going to be destroyed. They make this noise like that connects with your the baby crying center in your brain, and it's the same thing that cats do when they meow, you know, for food and attention. They burrows into your brain and activates this part that makes you feel helpless and sorry for them. You know, they use these gods and stuff. They're like parasites, and they use the same fucking technique to make you disable your psychology so they can control you. And as soon as you track that sort of that frequency that's being directed to you, like it's a baby crying, and they're trying to disable you. You've got to disable your empathy. The people these parasites feed off of are the people that have got compassion and empathy, right? And what they do is they use it against you. They hook into your empathic qualities and compassion, and use it to suck the life out of you. So you've got to, when they ever you've got to become really aware, and whenever they start, because they're everywhere, they're all around your environment, they're inside people, and they're everywhere. Whenever they use that frequency to try and get you, you've got to disable your own empathy and stamp them out with your astral boot or sword as quickly as you can. Don't let them, just go through your whole territory and get rid of all of them. Collect them all up if you can't kill them, and just put them somewhere where they can't get out. Put them in a box, lock them up, and destroy the key. They'll be ruthless with these astral fucking Mercury trickster types, because they will not give up. They're like children who never grow up, and they never stop trying to trick you. They do everything they can to fucking, you know, pull the wool over your eyes and trick you and that. Everything they can. They're really good at it.